On this episode of the PokerUpdate.com Weekly Burn and Turn, we'll be talking about why the World Series of Poker is the most talked about live poker event. We've also got some mixed game tips for you, plus a world record at PokerStars. And finally, we have reached the final four of our contest to determine the most memorable televised poker hand. Right after this. Welcome everyone to the PokerUpdate.com Weekly Burn and Turn for the week of October 18th, 2015. I'm Robbie Straczynski.
And I'm Shimmy Weiss.
And we are happy to bring you some more poker entertainment.
Yes, we are.
Okay. we are paid to be happy to bring you more poker.
No, the happy we do for free. We're always happy.
So let's get started with this week's show. We got a number of great topics to talk to you about. As you saw at the top of the show, first topic, why is the World Series of Poker the most talked about live poker tournament?
I think it's pretty obvious. It's Norman and Lon.
I'm
got props to you guys.
Norman and Lon McCarron. Yeah.
Seriously, I love watching you guys.
Yeah, they definitely make it very interesting, very entertaining. That's
It's all about presentation.
Yes.
I mean, look. When you want to put on a good show, that's what you're going to remember. You're going to remember the presentation. They do a very good job of it. The network does a really good job of it.
ESPN, for sure.
Yeah, every time watching everyone knows about it. Everyone remembers it. It's something amazing.
Those one-liners are definitely interesting. They're entertaining. This is the type of thing that you talk about at the water cooler the next day after you watch the show. That's definitely one really great reason.
All right, how would we break down in terms of our relationship? Which one of us is Norm? Which one of us is Lon?
I'm definitely one of them.
That's
100% one of them. I think I'd be more the Lon McCarron, perhaps. Maybe. I don't have the mustache, the Norman Chad.
I could get the mustache, but
the poker stash.
I would throw out a bamboozled every now and then. Whamboozled. Oh, geez, I'm just not up to par for it.
Not enough whamboozled.
We got a lot more learning before we can reach your stage.
Update headquarters here. But besides the wonderful presentation that Norm and Lon do, there are a number of other really great reasons why it's the most talked about event. The fact is, the World Series of Poker is pretty much the only tournament series where you could play all forms of poker, not just Hold'em, not just your standard Omaha. They have, bracelets in a whole bunch of different disciplines.
Right, and the bracelets really mean something.
Yes.
Every poker player who is a poker player wants to get those. That's the prestige, is getting that bracelet.
100%. Look, and you can win it in 7-card stud. You can win it in 7-card stud high-low. They have dealer's choice events. I mean, every form of poker. And, the bracelet, again, lots of great things to appreciate about the World Series. And also, that's sort of why everyone wants to be there, because everyone's there. It's the biggest crowds in the biggest rooms. You play with the pros.
Any player could sit down with the pros and be on an even footing.
Or
think that they're on an even footing.
Right.
It's a great opportunity. You get to sit down at a table with some of your poker idols and play with them at the same table of the same hands and try to outplay them.
Definitely a bucket list item for me to go to World Series of Poker someday. I'm sure for you too.
Absolutely.
And what do you call it? Also, the Colossus that they had at the previous World Series, $565 buy-in. For a chance at a bracelet, that's insane. They had 22,000 players at this event. Of course, everyone's going to be talking about it. The hallways were bursting with people. They're going to go home to their home game buddies, talk about it. That's why people talk about the World Series. And, we love the WPT, we love the EPT, the Heartland, all the PTs. We love them. But the World Series is, far and away the one that people talk the most about.
That's where it's at. That's where it's at.
So you definitely check out that article by James Bill. By the way, I don't know if everyone noticed, we got Poker Update. We update a lot of things here at Poker Update. New pens.
Ooh, check
Big
it out.
time updated pens.
That's right. We'll get it much more professional with our black pens.
Moving on to the next topic. 3 mixed game poker tips that don't suck.
That don't suck.
Love the title. Kudos to James Bill for another great title, great article. I'm not going to get into the tips as much. One thing that I want to just talk about, I think it's just great to promote mixed games.
Absolutely. You get a chance to really, test your borders and try something new. You don't have to be stuck on Texas all the time. Mm-hmm. And let's go, Robbie. We're going to try it out. what does horse? Okay, what does it stand for? We're
Horse.
talking about mixed games.
Okay.
Why is it called horse?
H is for horse. H is for
H
Hold'em.
is for horse. We are on track. Let's go. All right.
H is for Hold'em, O is for Omaha, R is for Raz, S is for stud, and E is for stud 8 or better. Right?
Well, that would be, yeah, they really wanted it to spell out horse. Because I'm sorry, an E does not stand for stud 8 or better. Okay, you also have Omaha 8 or better. It's called Omaha
That's true.
High-Low.
That's true. Then there would be Horso.
Yeah. So they really just didn't want to call it horses. So it's...
I love the idea of mixed games. It's like at the World Series, like I said, they have this dealer's choice event. You have 20 different games. I mean, I play in a mixed game every week with my dad and his group, and I just love it. You never know, like, it's every single hand the action changes, and you never know what the next game is going to be. Completely keeps you on your toes. So, like, one mixed game tip that I have: go and play mixed games. They're incredibly exciting, and yes, they always say Hold'em is a solved game. There are plenty of other games like Badoogie, Badacy, Badusi, right? Razdoogie, we started playing. Not making this up. These are real games. No?
I don't
no
believe you.
Razdoogie?
I think you're making these up on the spot.
Razdoogie! I love Razdoogie. It's a combination between Raz and Badoogie.
Right. Well, for sure, playing at these games, if I'm going to give you one tip, make sure you know what you're doing. Because I've made the mistake of sitting down at a table and suddenly playing, one of these mixed games. And if you don't know the rules of the game, you don't know what you're doing, better to sit back and watch how the game is played out. You don't want to end up making a mistake that's going to cost you a lot of money.
No penalties for just sort of sitting back. No, you don't have to throw in your money in there. Sit back, toss your cards, and pay attention to what's going on the table.
Right.
And even more than that, like on a more basic level, in the casinos, when they spread mixed games, they have the little plaques there, and every time the game switches, after every orbit or every half hour, whatever it may be, they switch the plaque. And sometimes you may catch yourself playing the wrong game.
Right.
Not a good thing. Tip: pay attention to what game is being played.
Especially in online poker, because you might not necessarily see where the game is listed. And when you move from Raz to 7-card stud, that is the absolute best. When you're playing across from a player and
I had a full house!
And you watch them playing, and you know that they don't realize what game you're playing. And it's like, dude, you think my 3 kings are not going to win, but you got another thing coming right now.
And also in home games as well. Like every time, if you're not sure what the rules are, ask what the rules are. What game are we playing again? All these different things. Definitely a good tip. And of course, James wrote a great article about other different mixed game tips.
Yeah.
Shinny, I think we should do some shout outs,
Absolutely. We would like to give shout outs to everyone that retweeted us.
That's it.
Yep.
Nobody.
That hurts.
Nobody
hurts.
retweeted us. It's so easy.
I'll tell you what. The first person to retweet us is going to get not one shout out, but 2 shout outs. One from Robbie, one from me.
Okay.
All right. And anyone else on camera.
On camera.
And anyone else who retweets with anything mildly entertaining.
100%.
We'll see if we can give you a shout out.
We're at Poker Update on Twitter. I'm also at Card Player Life. You can follow me individually, my own personal account. Shout-outs. We like shout-outs. You like hearing your name. We like engaging with you. We'd like to hear from you. We're also, by the way, look for the Poker Update page on Facebook. You can email us, press@pokerupdate.com.
We're on all the social medias.
On all the social medias, like Twitter and Facebook, basically. And you're on YouTube, of course. Next topic. We did a really cool infographic about PokerStars. PokerStars, recently they held a tournament called, a series called Common Sense. CENTS, and all it did, it cost 1 cent to buy into this opening event of theirs to run 253,698 people. What's that, Shimmy?
Okay, this is my gold star that I get because, believe it or not, I placed in 315th place.
Out of 253,000?
No, unfortunately, actually, I am the former Guinness World Book of World Records for online tournaments. I was in the 225,000 tournament, but this was 315th place. Now, that's actually pretty amazing. There are only 314 people that outlasted me in that particular tournament. Let me tell you, Phil Ivey wasn't one of them.
Phil Ivey was not.
Daniel Negreanu, not one of them. Robbie Straczynski, not one of them.
I do not have a gold star next to my name online or on my Poker Update branded shirt.
It was actually my claim to fame. I got to tell you, as a former world record holder, as 315th place.
I have to ask you, Shimmy, do you walk around with that?
I
Because you just seem to have it handy.
I cannot comment on that.
Interesting. Well, it's a really cool infographic. We talked about a number of different comparisons, like 253,000 is 3 times as many players as this or that. Check out the infographic. But there are a few things that we didn't put in the article, thought would be very interesting. Did you know, that 253,698 is more than the number of followers that Phil Hellmuth has
I do
on
not
Twitter?
know that.
He's got like 230,000 or so. It's also just a little bit more than the number of subscribers we have here on the Poker Update.
Just a little bit more.
Just edge us out.
Just edge us
Just
out.
edge us out. But you can help us, build.
Get a few more subscribers so we can pass that number.
Click that subscribe button. It's right there on YouTube.
A little lower.
A little to the left,
There you
maybe
go.
left.
Click.
Okay, we'll wait.
Good job.
Okay, great. Also, 253,000. It's about half the number of ex-wife jokes that Norman Chad makes on the WSOP broadcasts.
It's also about the number of ex-wives he has.
Oh, yeah, indeed. And finally, 253,000 is precisely the number of times that Shimmy has nodded while saying absolutely.
And only half of those took place in the 3rd episode. That's right.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
We will move on.
I need another exclamation. Guys, help me out here. Give me a comment. What is a good word that I could use to agree? All I've got is absolutely.
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 Let's hear some comments in the comment. Let's see some comments in the comment section. Anything to do with 253,000.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I want to see that many comments. We'll move on to our final topic to discuss. We're into the final 4.
Wow.
Round 4 of the most memorable televised poker hand bracket. Before we talk about it a little bit, let's check out a brand new commercial.
Fade away.
It's the final 4. What's the most memorable televised poker hand ever? Will it be the funniest hand or the most impressive one? Will it be the hand you decided was most exciting, or will the winner be a shocker? Just 4 hands remain.
Barry throws it away.
Vote now, exclusively at PokerUpdate.com.
All right.
Damn!
All right, we're down to the final 4.
The final 4.
I called the quad aces.
Did you?
I did. You don't
That
remember
was
last
the-
episode.
that was
I
the most
said
shocking
quad-
hand ever,
That's
right?
right. And I called it. I said it's going to be even.
I gotta tell you, that was the biggest upset.
Yeah.
So who
No,
advanced? It was
I-
Justin Phillips with his quad, with his royal flush.
Yep.
Right, beat the quad aces
Yep.
of Mabuchi.
Yeah,
right? And he had
doesn't
that-
really get better than that in terms of an upset.
Disagree. No, that's what I'm saying. I think it was the upset was that it won over the Jean Robert Belland elimination hand at the World Series. I was shocked. I mean, that was one of my favorites. I really, really thought that it would advance into the.
All right,
into
I
the
got a
Final Four.
confession to make. I wanted the quad aces to go, but I actually voted for Jean Rivera because I got to tell you, every single time that straight falls, it just makes me so happy inside.
Well, look, I guess just as in poker, he made it, but not far enough.
No, but
Sorry,
that
Jean
one
Rivera.
line, did I tell you, sir, that
You're
look
very
you
good
very
looking."
good looking, very handsome today, sir. And
Definitely.
every time I remember seeing that live and saying to myself, get a 7. Come on, 7.
Sarkis Akopian, I believe, was the one who beat him out there. But it did not advance to the Final Four. We have that in the exciting bracket. That was Justin Phillips with the Royal Flush. That is the representative from there.
Yeah.
We've got our shocking bracket, right? That was shocking. So we've got the funniest, where Phil Hellmuth and the big game, right, gets sucked out on or beat by Ernest Wiggins.
That was the one where they ran it 4 times.
4
right?
times, and I believe he lost
Oh.
3 out of the 4, right?
I gotta give him credit though. The fact that he didn't, I would have blown up a lot worse than he did.
I think there's a lot of stuff we didn't see off camera. But what we did see on camera, absolutely one of the most memorable.
painful.
That's the reason it advanced to the funniest. The funniest hand among them. We've also got the most impressive. That was Tom Dwan, where he managed to beat out Barry Greenstein and main event champion Peter Eastgate on high stakes poker.
Yeah.
Incredibly impressive. I voted
was a good
for that.
bluff.
Unbelievably well done, and you hear also the commentary by Gabe Kaplan and AJ Benzo. Like, wow, it was the most incredible. you know, the fact is he just did an amazing job. Those are 3 in our 4th finalist, and this I believe I called as my favorite to win. Matt Jarvis versus Michael the Grinder Mizrahi. The most exciting.
A roller coaster of a hand. It's wow.
Really unbelievable. So we've got 4 finalists. It's the final 4. This is your chance. You've got one week.
You're going for Mizrahi? That's your
Mizrahi all the way. And you know what? Let's see. Let's hear from Helmuth. Let's see. Tom Dwan. Maybe he'll appear out of nowhere and push his hand a little bit. Let's hear from you, Michael the Grinder Mizrahi. What do you think? Let's push your followers. Maybe you have the most memorable televised poker hand.
Yep.
That brings to a close this week's episode of the PokerUpdate.com Weekly Burn and Turn. Be sure to subscribe so we can get up to that 250,000 mark.
Be sure to vote.
Be sure to vote.
We're looking forward to the finals next.
In our brackets, we'll be talking about the finals next time. We're down to 4 updated pens. Very happy.
That's right.
And that's it. I'm Robbie Straczynski.
And I'm Shimmy Weiss.
And he finished in 315th.
315th place. That's right.
See you next week.